Pragya Jha reporting from Bengaluru from outside the HD Devagowda residence. We also are joined by Nishita Virendra. Nishita, as we were saying, the contrast from before noon and now early evening, when now it's the JDS, not the BJP, which is celebrating. Mr. Yedurappa has also said that he condemns this move, but he has to consult with the BJP leadership at the centre.
Absolutely, Amitabh. The kind of atmosphere that was at the BJP office that I'm in now, just about an hour ago, is completely in contrast with what it is now. There's absolutely no drum beats, there's no celebrations going on. A sea of saffron was here just some time back and people were dancing, people were throwing colors at each other. But now it's absolutely quiet and everyone is watching television channels with bated breath, looking at all the developments that have completely turned these elections around and have made it it looked like an absolute takeaway for the BJP, and now it seems like Congress and JDS will in all likelihood form the government in the state of Karnataka. And the HD Kumaraswamy has also written for the second time to the governor, is what is being said. And what is working against the BJP is the fact that they don't even have independents to play around with as far as numbers go. They have about 104 seats as of now, and they are short of at least 8 seats to form the government here. There are 2 independents according to the figures that are throwing up, but neither of them are independents in the true sense. One of them is a BSP candidate, the Bahujan Samaj Party, that had formed a pre-poll alliance with the JDS. So that goes to the JDS Congress coalition. The second one is a Congress candidate, but he could not contest from the Congress because his caste certificate got rejected and he contested as an independent. So his vote also goes to the Congress. So which means that Congress has 2 other seats apart from what it has now and apart from what the JDS has. So the BJP's only option now is to poach MLAs from the Congress as well as from the JDS. We know the infamous Operation Kamala that took place in the last time around, and it led to several days of resort politics going on for the state of Karnataka, which was extremely frustrating for the people of the state. And there is a possibility that it could happen this time around as well if the BJP goes after JDS and Congress MLAs, the loose links in the 2 parties who could join the Bharatiya Janata Party. But if the Congress and the JDS act swiftly enough, as soon as the counting concludes, if they approach the governor and stake claim to forming the government, then that is that for the BJP in forming the government here.
That last thought of yours, let me just read out from the letter that Mr. Kumaraswamy has written to His Excellency the Governor of Karnataka seeking an appointment. This is to submit your good self that I have accepted the support extended by the Indian National Congress, I party, for forming the government. In this regard, I seek your appointment today evening between 5:30 to 6 p.m. So he's sought that appointment now. It's up to the governor. All eyes, I guess, will be on Raj Bhavan as to whether this appointment between the 2 leaders is accepted and what the governor does next.
Absolutely, and within that period, if the BJP manages to change things around, then it will work for them. But it seems highly unlikely at the moment. Reports indicating, sources saying that they're in talks with 6 MLAs from the JDS camp. But how much of it will really translate to them shifting loyalty is something that we have to see, considering the fact that the JDS has a lot more bargaining power when it comes to the Congress than with the BJP, because with the Congress they get the Chief Minister's position. With the Congress they have substantial numbers. In comparison to the Congress, there's just a very small difference, unlike what they have with the BJP. And also they understand very well that if they come to an understanding with the BJP and form the government here, then that government could very well be remote controlled from Delhi, like how we are seeing the AIADMK government allegedly being remote controlled in the state of Tamil Nadu. So understanding all these factors, the JDS MLAs will have to take a decision, and it might make the situation all the more difficult for the BJP to poach the extra 8 MLAs that they need at the moment to form the government.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಹಿಂದೆ ದೂಕ್ಬೇಡಿ I am here with our independent MLA whatever the high command has taken a decision, we have abided by it. We want a secular government in the Karnataka. We know the numbers. We have accepted the verdict of the people of Karnataka. Mr. Nagesh, who is the MLA, have been now elected as an independent, but he has been supported by the community. We didn't have our official candidate there. We supported Mr. Nagesh. He has been with us, and the other MLA is also an ex-congressman. He is also supporting us. So the numbers are right.
Have you given it to all the members of the JDS?
ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಗುಲಾಂ ನಬಿ ಆಜಾದ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಅಶೋಕ್ ಗೆಹ್ಲೋಟ್ ಅವರು ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಶೋಕ್ ಗೆಹ್ಲೋಟ್
Nishita, there was the Congress leader D.K. Shivkumar who's apparently at Raj Bhavan saying that he's also got an independent candidate there. As you're pointing out, there would be a procedure. If the JDS and the Congress joint delegation with all the numbers of MLAs that add up with their signatures, does that have to be given to the governor for him to be satisfied to call on them to prove their majority?
That's right. In fact, the person who is taking claim to be the chief minister of the state will have to prove that he has the majority support of the House, and that will be the next step really for both the Congress as well as the JDS. Speaking of D.K. Shivkumar, we have to also acknowledge the role that he would have played in these talks. Now, H.D. Kumaraswamy is a Vokkaliga leader, so is D.K. Shivkumar, and both of them come from the same bastion, and they have also clashed in the past with D.K. Shivkumar successfully managing to win the elections for his brother D.K. Suresh a few years back in the backyard of H.D. Kumaraswamy. But there was short reports in the last few weeks that when it came to Ramnagara and Channapatna, both D.K. Shivkumar and H.D. Kumaraswamy, despite being bitter rivals from the same community, had joined forces to defeat C.P. Yogeshwar, and that's how the bonhomie was created in the old Mysuru region, in the Bengaluru rural region in particular. So we have to also acknowledge the kind of role that D.K. Shivkumar would have played in this understanding that the Congress and the JDS would have arrived, because they already had an understanding, they already had a deal, albeit just in a small part of the state of Karnataka, and that seems to have been expanded to the rest of Karnataka at the moment.
We're talking about D.K. Shivkumar's role in the talks, Vokkaliga leader that you're mentioning, Nishita. We were talking about if the scenario goes through and the JDS Congress are invited to form the government. The biggest loser, of course, is the BJP, but would you also say Mrs. Siddharamaiah is also a big loser?
Well, it is a moment of loss definitely for Siddharamaiah. He was projected as a leader who could take on not just Yediyurappa, who was his direct opponent in the state of Karnataka, but someone who challenged someone like Prime Minister Modi, with many even speculating as to whether he has national politics ambition at the manner in which he's going, his direct jibes at the Prime Minister in social media or otherwise. So Siddharamaiah was looked at as a formidable opponent for Modi. You had national media and international media talk about this man called Siddharamaiah, who comes from a shepherd community and who became one of the more successful chief ministers of the state of Karnataka, managed to complete his term for the very first time in 40 years and managed to even bog down the Congress high command to his whims and fancies. He's the one who decided who got the tickets. He's the one who decided who campaigned where, and he's the one who called the shots for the Congress. But it seems to have not worked out. There might not have been anti-incumbency against Siddharamaiah, but there was certainly anti-incumbency against the Congress. If you look at the results today, at a constituency level wise, there must have been anti-incumbency, just like how Siddharamaiah lost in his own backyard of Chamundeshwari. So certainly it seems like it is an end for his chief ministership, but at the same time he will emerge as a strong regional leader if he does manage to thrive on that aspect for the future of his politics. And but with the Congress and the JDS coming together, Siddharamaiah will lose his chief ministership, will lose the control that he has over the Congress, will lose the power that he has in calling the shots, because once JDS comes into the equation, Siddharamaiah is pretty much out of it.
We're seeing pictures of, I suspect, some MLAs are not certain of We saw DK Shivkumar, of course, of the Congress with an independent MLA going into the Raj Bhavan, but a fleet of vehicles have already gone in. Mr. Kumaraswamy's letter, I read out that he's written to the governor saying that he sought an appointment between 5:30 and 6:30. The BJP, Nishita, so far is on the back foot. It's playing the moral card, but it seems unless there is time between now, if the governor gives the JDS and the Congress time to prove the majority on the floor of the House, if there is a gap between that, you were raising the possibility that the BJP could try and poach MLAs from both camps.
Absolutely, it is very much a possibility, and we know we have seen Amit Shah, being the shrewd politician that he is, pull off something like this in other states. He has been extremely sharp when it comes to forming governments in states like Manipur and Goa, despite the Congress having an upper hand. So we cannot rule that out at all, which is why B.S. Yediyurappa, as of now, being extremely quiet on the matter. None of the state leaders, in fact, are speaking. You had a whole press conference which had prominent leaders like Anant Kumar, you had Shobha Karanlaje being present, you had Muralidhar Rao as well, and neither of them spoke. It was just B.S. Yediyurappa who came, who said that it's unfortunate that the Congress is going against the people's mandate and that they will only speak to the party high command. But they can't really take the moral route, because this is a tactic that the BJP has also used in the past. It has also faced it in the past in the state of Karnataka itself. So it is an opportunity that the Congress managed to grab first before the BJP. We can say here that the BJP was probably presumed that they will get single largest, because for a good 2 hours they were lingering around 110 plus seats, and it would have been easier for them to just pull 1 or 2 MLAs from the other parties. But now they're falling about 8 seats short of the simple majority, and that is what has put them on the back foot. Something like 8 seats is making the whole difference here, because they're not able to find independents, and they will have to break them away from the JDS or Congress. And if the JDS and Congress have not wasted time in establishing their alliance, has made it clear to their cadres, has made it clear to their leaders that they are going to form the government, then it is lesser reasons for the party MLAs to really shift the boat at the moment, and that's what they're hoping and banking on. But the more time passes by for the governor to meet H.D. Kumaraswamy, the better chances that the BJP really has to poach the MLAs that they need to form the government.
And again, there seems to be some formula that has been worked out or is still possibly in the drafting stage, if not completely worked out, and that is, if you can outline for our viewers, Nishita, that the Chief Minister's post goes to Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy, the Congress gets the Deputy Chief Minister's post. There will be some kind of division in terms of cabinet ministers and probably the Speaker as well.
That's right. There will be a Deputy Chief Minister's post for the Congress, for a party that does not believe in the second power center. But when it comes to an alliance, the party would want someone to be there, at least second in command of the Chief Minister's position. Now, many names come up here. Of course, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is out of the question, no longer the Chief Minister, sorry, force of habit. But Siddaramaiah is out of the question for the Deputy Chief Minister's position. But there are other names like G. Parameshwar, who had missed out on becoming the Chief Minister last time. He's from the Koratagere constituency. He's a Dalit candidate, and he had also expressed his wish to become the Chief Minister multiple times. He had also recently said that if the High Command makes a Dalit Chief Minister, then he will welcome it. So he's one option. Then you have Mallikarjuna Kharge, but it's unlikely that he will take the Deputy Chief Minister's position because he is too senior. He's already leader of opposition in the parliament. You also have the option of DK Shivkumar, but he is also a Vokkaliga. Would there be some sort of a caste combination that will be played out, since already H.D. Kumaraswamy, a Vokkaliga, is the Chief Minister of the state? And then you have non-controversial figures who are known for their administrative abilities, like R.V. Deshpande, who is the Industries Minister in the state of Karnataka, who is a very senior Congress leader, extremely vocal and articulate in nature. Secondly, you have Dinesh Gundu Rao, a son of the former Chief Minister. He is the working president of the KPCC and a very non-controversial, clean figure who does not get into, who has few allegations against him or no allegations against him. So such people could be brought in for the position of the Deputy Chief Minister, and we could see that the JDS and the Congress are coming to an agreement, and in a short while from now Kumaraswamy is also expected to address a press conference, and probably the finer details will be revealed then.
Right, Nista, just stay with us. You were mentioning the key Congress leaders, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Ashok Gehlot, Mallikarjun Kharge, who are all in Bengaluru, but you also said that DK Shivkumar could have played a key role in the talks with the JDS, since he's a political leader like the Gowda family. This is what Mr. Shivkumar said before going into Raj Bhavan.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್
ಆಯ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದೆ
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಹಿಂದೆ ದೂಕ್ ಪಡಿ
ಅಲ್ಲಿಗ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೋಣ ಓಕೆ I am here with our independent MLA. Whatever the High Command has taken a decision, we have abided by it. We want a secular government in the Karnataka. We know the numbers. We have accepted the verdict of the people of Karnataka. Mr. Nagesh, who is the MLA, have been now elected as an independent, but he has been supported by the community. We didn't have our official candidate there. We supported Mr. Nagesh. He has been with us, and the other MLA is also an ex-congressman. He is also supporting us. So the numbers are right.
Have you given it to all the members of the JDS?
Mr. Yedurappa has also spoken, saying he has to consult with the central BJP leadership, but he condemned the JDS Congress move to stake a claim, saying that the BJP had got the largest number of seats. It was the single largest party.
By people's blessing, BJP has emerged as single largest party. Anti-Congress wave has also given considerable seats to JDS. Once again, Congress is trying to subvert popular mandate despite the people have rejected. But Congress trying to come back to power from backdoor, which people of Karnataka will never tolerate. I will discuss with our All India leaders and I will take final decision. I will be in touch with our All India President Amit Shah ji.
Nista, you were talking about Mr. Siddaramaiah and how his whole worldview, in a sense, has changed since the elections and even just today. What kind of a politician is he? Is he completely loyal to the Congress party, or does he have an ego that could possibly try and throw spanners in the works because he will not have a central role in this?
But unlike most senior Congress leaders who have been benefactors of their loyalty to the Gandhi family, or someone who've been there for many years from their younger days in politics, Siddaramaiah is none of that, which is why he became a very unlikely Congress leader. Even when he became the Chief Minister in 2013, there was opposition to his Chief Ministership because many still regarded him as an outsider. He joined the Congress as recently as 2006. He was a product of the Janata Dal, and he was someone who was very close to H.D. Deve Gowda. He was mentored by H.D. Deve Gowda, and he rose to prominence after he managed to emerge victorious in his first election in the Chamundeshwari constituency. This was much before the delimitation process of 2008, where he had strong backing of the Kuruba community, and he also was someone who pushed for the supremacy of the local language of Kannada even back then. So that's when he rose to power. He's an advocate by qualification, and Siddaramaiah is known to be an extremely shrewd politician. At the same time, he's not someone who is believed to be a hardcore loyalist of the Congress like most other old guard leaders are concerned. So Siddaramaiah knew very well the risk that he was undertaking by taking the Congress forward the way he did. the tactics that he used, whether it is the regionalist card that he played, the Kannada pride issue that he played, or the Lingayat issue. These are issues that the Congress did not know how it would pan out for the party, and it seems like it has pretty much backfired for the Congress. It has led to reverse consolidation of the Hindu votes that has worked against the Congress and has worked in favor of the BJP, at least as far as the numbers go. But the Congress too was well aware of the risk that they were taking with Siddaramaiah. Siddaramaiah himself was well aware of the risk that he was taking up, and which is why he pushed for the second seat that he wanted to contest in, which is from Badami. He knew that there is a good chance that he will lose in Chamundeshwari constituency, and he did lose against G.T. Devagowda, another former aide of Siddaramaiah himself. So he called the shots. He decided how the election process should go. It failed for the Congress, and that's that. And that is a risk that Siddaramaiah took. But in the process, he has certainly emerged as a very strong regional leader. He has emerged as someone who upholds the regional sentiment of the people. So he might not have the support of the entire state of Karnataka.
Sure.
He might not have led the Congress to victory for the second time in Karnataka. But at the same time, he has established himself as someone who can stand up to national leaders as well.
Nishita Virendra, we keep coming back to you as political developments heat up in Bengaluru. Nishita at the BJP headquarters, which is virtually deserted now. Just an hour back, there were huge celebrations there. We'll get you more on that developing story as all three sides try to meet the governor.